Hello everybody, this is the author of NovaCraft. I am going to kind of showcase here the basic upcoming features for version 1.4. It's not quite done yet, it's getting close. I'd rather release the thing when it's finished instead of in like a snapshot or a beta. So it's my test world here I've been using kind of to help me out. There's lots of different things here we can go over here quickly. So first off, the big thing in this update is going to be the ancient city, of course. This is a massive project I was going to use. It took forever. It is not going to be. It's not like the one in 1.19, unfortunately. That one's quite unique and cool. Unfortunately, I don't know how to implement that really. Perhaps at Futurum at some point in the future will get the sulk sensors and the whole vibration mechanics and implement it. We can have a true ancient city. But for now, this will have to work. This is my kind of vision or implementation of it. So first off, let's go ahead and create a new world here so we can actually look at this thing. So there's actually two versions of the ancient city. In the configuration file, if you do not have Et Futurum or Netalicious installed, you can go ahead and simply configure it so you can have it so it does work. You can basically disable any blocks that use in it, like the deepslate, the soul lanterns, that kind of thing, the basalt. There's a few smaller things as well. There's also a few other things in the city, these big differences. So this place is going to be, it is quite rare. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a lag spike when it generates for the first time. It's a big structure, I don't know how I'm not sure how to really implement it to not do that, just how it goes. So here's the ancient city here. I load this guy up here. And here's what it looks like here, the kind of first takes here. If we look and see what we got going on here without this, you can see it looks pretty solid. This place is infested with mobs though. When you have it, I'm not on peace at the moment just because. We'll probably load off another one without it though in a second. So there's I added lots of little extra things to the city. Some stuff kind of based off of the mod itself. And some new little kind of side structures for fun. This place is basically a large dungeon, I would say, instead of just like it's not just the warden here, there's lots of new sulk type mobs here you're going to encounter and face while you're here. Let's see, first off, you can see here that this thing actually generates, barely enough room to get it to generate. It's about, let's see, about Y14 it generates on. And over here we can see here's the portal. Lots of little towers here and stuff. In the chest here you can find some things. I tried to make the loot actually worthwhile. The loot in 1.19 is, I'm to be honest, terrible. So I add some additional loot to the table to make it actually worthwhile. Don't think that this thing's going to be easy though. This place is hard. So we can go over here and take a look at some of the chests here. I did a lot of texture changes to this update, really kind of flesh things out a bit. So we can get some good leggings here. So you also can get some mutually exclusive enchantments together, like blast detection and protection. Some of the armor you can find in this place. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and turn it on to normal mode. So we have some mobs spawning around here, so what's happening. Still one of these little structures here that can spawn. Kind of shows you how to build this thing, the ore duplication thing I showed off before. Stuff in the chest. So this is what it kind of looks like here. We'll take a look at some of the mobs here. I completely removed these sulk dwellings, whatever, I think that's what I called them. The little surface kind of little dungeon things, very small. They've been removed. The Salk monitors can be found in the city now. It's exclusively found here. This place is not easy though. You probably want to go at least to the end first before you start taking this on. Especially because there's going to be a new mob here called the Wardling, which you're going to need to. He's going to be kind of scattered about this place, and he can actually spawn at chance if you walk on Salk blocks. You gotta be careful. Now these things, I've shown these off a couple months ago. These guys are pretty powerful. Salk incinerators, those guys will mess you up. You get all these spawners here and stuff you can come investigate and take on. Kind of the basic showcase of the city. Let's see. You got any? I'm not sure if I got all the structures from the ancient city. I might be missing one or two of the little parts. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you see anything I missed. So up here is where the new ancient city altar is going to be. So this is where the Warden altar is going to be here. Be hanging out right here. I added some tool tips here. If you can pull a message, it tells you what to do. Kind of a suggestion. And just I guess I'm warning a little bit of an outline how to do it. Over here, which I like this a lot. Got a little chest here. Different kind of Salk blocks in these ones. Now this one here, so these are the loot you really want in this place. They're pretty good. So what you need to do here actually is you need to find one of these things called an ancient city artifact. So let's see if we can find one here. You can find them in random chests in the city. It's the only place to find them, so you might be able to find something here. Yep, so you find one of these things. This is what you want to look for. And you go ahead and you can change some recipes around too. And you go ahead and you're going to craft it with this. It's kind of some stag essence, wardling dust, and Salk monitor eye. These two, this is dropped by the Salk monitor, of course, and these are both dropped by the wardlings. Or you can find the stag essence in the end. You can get that too there. It's up to you what you want to do. So we can grab one of those. Let's grab let's put the wardling out. Now these guys actually do spawn here naturally. It's a bug right now. I haven't fixed it. Oops. It's a bug right now that shouldn't actually despawn on T-Spo, but it's a bit of an issue. So they're basically like I want to have it transparent. I'm not sure why it's not working, but maybe I'll figure that out before the update actually comes out. But they're basically like a kind of a nerfed warden. They have similar kind of abilities. Their strength, I think, it's about half the damage. It's pretty powerful still. It's definitely not weak. And when you kill this thing, you're going to get some of the wardling dust that you're looking for. And a little bit of stag essence usually. But not always, you sometimes don't get it. Let's try again. There's a bunch of these things here. There you go, stag essence. It's got a bug here. There's more stuff drops. Well, it should also drop some of the wardling dust, because I have to look into that. And that's about. So again, the wardlings spawn in the city, but you also can, these things can disappear when you walk on Salk blocks. So you gotta be careful about that. So once you get it, you're basically going to craft it to the powered version. So you go over to the blocks here, the items, and you want to craft this. And this is how you're going to open these chests up here. So you're basically going to go over to these chests here, and we're going to go ahead and open it. So if you try to open it without it, it's not going to work. The chest seems to be locked. Okay, you also can't break it. We're going to turn the mobs off for now, though. That's the idea. So, I had some custom sounds here. We got some new loot here. Get some pretty good items in this. It's random what you're going to get. These things are actually very useful, depending on what you get. There's a craft, an option in the config, you can craft them, or you can disable the craft recipe, only find them in this place. It's up to you. I think I have it on by default though. These things basically, if you have a bunch of salt bombs next to you, you right click it and you'll take out half your health and pretty much kill everything next to you. And you don't get any drops though when you do that, by the way. It just kind of sends them back to wherever they came from. Banishes them. Try another one of these. See, you get some pretty good enchantments. I get protection 5 there. Stuff you get in the advanced enchantment table. You can get this in here too. You also get some Mooch's exclusive enchantments as well. Add that in. Looks like some kind of sad chest, but you can get some better ones too. There's one more down here you can actually grab. There's 3 of them here. So you can see here, we got some good loot. That's some good stuff. Some books, some iron. If you got any suggestions of what we could add to the loot table, go ahead and put them in the comments. This is one of the best items you can probably get in these things. It doubles your movement speed. It's very useful. That's what I've been wearing here. Texture's not, maybe not the most creative, but I'm sure someone wants to make a better one can. Oops. So that's the main loot. The other one you can get in the city here. So go ahead and put a few more of these chests here. And let's see. So we can go ahead and open a few of these chests and show what kind of loot we can get here. This is now doing the mace. You want to get the primeval mace. Deals significantly more damage with salt bombs. Really messes them up if you have this thing. You also get raw carbonite here. It's pretty useful. More damage so. Oh, these are really good chests. It's pretty random again. Got that, some diamonds, salt shards. Not an easy thing to make or to get into. Let's see here. Anything else? I guess we could look at this briefly. This is something coming up. I haven't finished it yet, but basically there's a continuation after you fight the warden. You fight something. You're basically going to summon a guy called the Prisoner, and he is not nice. So basically, my intention here, you're going to unlock basically kind of a hard mode to the mod here when you go into this portal here. Well, you don't go into it, but you unlock it. You activate it, and basically you go to a portal to the unknown, and you basically unlock hard mode, and you have to fight off this guy called the Prisoner that the warden is guarding, basically from escaping. And you killed the warden before you've done this, so this is the consequence to that. So you need a new thing called Static Essence. It's this thing, or Static Blend. You craft like this deep fire blend here. The warden dust is dropped by the warden itself. You just take the shards and break it apart. This is found at the end. If you know this stuff is, this is not complicated. So we can go ahead and grab a few of these here. So these things here are not activated. There's something wrong with them. You can see a little message pops up. We need to activate all of them here. So we activate all of them here. So go ahead and click them all. As you can see, some of them actually are activated already. Pretty neat. So if you look around here, you should have all of them here should be covered. A little flame going on them. So that tells you they're activated. Now these are also in here as well. I'm pretty sure that the one underneath has to be lit as well. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one's always lit, so it'll be fine. So now, right click this thing. There's something. So now it's ready. Now you need to place something here to power it, which you're going to need a star, a warning star. Was it warning or salt star? I don't remember. Warning. I have to hold shift to do it. So, alright, here we go. Warning star. Do that. So this is a portal unknown. It does void damage. If you try to touch it, you can't actually go into this thing. So this is what it looks like. It's a sound effect I found. It's pretty actually online. It's a free sound thing. It's pretty creepy. Little particles around it. So basically, I'm having. This is what's gonna be on the final goals of the mod. Activate this guy. Activate hard mode, which is gonna make the game quite a bit harder. Because basically, what's gonna happen is until you beat the prisoner, the game's gonna be locked on night. And you're going to have to fight these new mobs. They're much stronger than the originals. So that's why your overworld gather it ends. Basically buffed up version of the original, maybe some new ones. I haven't figured out what to do about those yet. So you're basically going to have to do something where you have to deactivate the portal again, which will restore the daytime cycle, but the hard mode is still activated. And you're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that, which I have to add still. So that's basically the ancient city right now. It is definitely quite a bit more difficult than vanilla. A lot more different things in this thing to deal with. So you can also get this outside the chest. Well, I'll let you guys to explore.